The streets are on fire tonight as Charleston White drops a bombshell that has the entire hip-hop world talking. Sources are calling this one of the most brutal takedowns in recent memory, and it's not just words. It's a full-scale public humiliation. In a shocking turn of events, Charleston White openly roasted Max B, declaring, "Nobody outside of New York even cares about him." Social media erupted instantly as fans from across the country flooded Twitter with reactions, some laughing, some outraged, and some completely stunned. Leaked clips from the event show Max B visibly shaken, trying to hold back his emotions while the crowd roars with every savage line. But this isn't just a simple feud. Insiders are claiming there are secret messages, hidden diss tracks, and behind-the-scenes drama that could completely rewrite Max B's legacy. Even veteran rappers are weighing in, dropping cryptic tweets and hints that more chaos is about to explode. From heated confrontations to emotional breakdowns, the tension is at an all-time high. Fans are demanding answers. Is Max B really washed up outside of NYC? Who secretly supports Charleston White? And most importantly, what happens next in this escalating war? Every clip, every comment, every reaction seems to be building toward an earth-shattering twist that no one saw coming. The countdown has begun, and the streets are buzzing. This is about to get wild. The night was electric, the energy palpable, as Charleston White took the stage in front of a packed crowd that could barely contain their excitement. The atmosphere was tense. Whispers of an impending verbal takedown had been circulating all week. And now every eye was on Charleston. With a mic in hand and a glare that could cut glass, he opened fire on Max B in a way that shook the foundations of the hip-hop world. "Nobody outside of New York even cares about you, Max?" Charleston shouted, and the crowd erupted into chaos. Phones lit up, recording every explosive word, ready to spread across social media like wildfire. But this wasn't just another diss. Insiders revealed that Charleston had been preparing for this moment for months, digging up hidden interviews, leaked tracks, and private messages that suggested Max B had fallen from grace long before anyone noticed. Each sentence from Charleston was calculated, precise, and devastating, a surgical strike to Max B's credibility. Fans watching online were losing their minds, flooding Twitter with hashtags like #MaxBXPOSED and #CharlestonWhiteRoast, while memes exploded within minutes, turning the entire incident into a viral sensation. Meanwhile, Max B sat off stage, visibly shaken. Sources close to him report that he had tried to respond privately, sending texts to industry friends pleading for support. But Charleston's words had already landed like bombs. The tension escalated further when leaked clips emerged, showing Max B attempting to confront Charleston backstage. The exchange was brief but incendiary, with whispers of a physical altercation narrowly avoided. Charleston didn't hold back, tearing into Max B's career decisions, past collaborations, and even questioning his authenticity in the streets. He went line by line, dissecting Max B's influence, claiming that his reach outside NYC was minimal and his relevance fading. The audience hung on to every word, gasping, laughing, and occasionally shouting back. Fueling Charleston's fire, social media quickly became a battlefield. Fans from New York defended Max B, claiming he was being unfairly targeted, while supporters of Charleston rallied behind the brutal honesty, calling it a wake-up call for anyone still idolizing the Harlem rapper. Twitter threads exploded with leaked messages, alleged insider tips, and even screenshots of Max B expressing frustration and disbelief over Charleston's verbal onslaught. Every post, every comment, every reaction added fuel to a fire that showed no signs of slowing down. But the chaos didn't stop there. Celebrity rappers and influencers began weighing in, dropping hints, retweets, and cryptic posts that hinted at deeper issues between the two Harlem legends. Rumors surfaced about unreleased tracks that contained hidden disses, behind-the-scenes confrontations that had never reached the public, and alliances forming in the shadows that could change the course of this feud entirely. Every clip seemed to suggest that what the world had just seen on stage was only the beginning. Then came this shocking twist. An anonymous insider leaked a voice memo of Max B discussing strategy for a response, revealing cracks in his confidence and hints that Charleston White's words had struck deeper than anyone imagined. Fans replayed the clip endlessly, dissecting every pause, every inflection, every word as speculation ran rampant. Some claimed Max B was planning a counterattack in the form of a diss track, while others suggested he might step away entirely, unable to face the fallout. Meanwhile, Charleston White continued to dominate the narrative, issuing interviews where he doubled down, claiming that Max B had been overrated for years and that this public roasting was merely the truth the world needed to hear. Each statement was more incendiary than the last, sparking outrage, admiration, and pure shock across fan communities. Memes proliferated, Twitter accounts exploded, and YouTube clips racked up millions of views within hours. Every single reaction seemed to escalate the drama exponentially. Fans who had attended the live event reported that the tension backstage was almost unbearable. Witnesses claimed to have seen heated arguments, near physical confrontations, and even moments where producers had to step in to prevent chaos from spilling out into the streets. The intensity of the evening was being felt far beyond Harlem, spreading across social media and global news outlets in record time. But just when everyone thought they had seen the worst, Charleston dropped another bombshell. He revealed a leaked message, allegedly from one of Max B's collaborators, suggesting internal betrayal and secret disses that had never been made public. The audience erupted. Whispers spread like wildfire. Was Max B really surrounded by snakes? Had there been a slow collapse of loyalty behind the scenes? The questions were endless, the speculation intoxicating, and the drama completely consuming by the end of the night. It was clear that this wasn't just a personal beef. It was a full-scale cultural moment. Charleston White had ignited a frenzy that the hip-hop community would be talking about for months. And Max B, his response, his next move, and his reputation now hung in the balance as fans and insiders waited with bated breath. Every clip, every tweet, every comment was setting the stage for what could be the most explosive continuation of this Harlem saga yet. And just as the crowd dispersed, social media exploded with hints of an even bigger reveal. Insiders claimed that something massive, something that could rewrite the entire narrative, was about to drop. The tension is palpable, the stakes higher than ever, and the world can only wait for what comes next. The morning after Charleston White's incendiary roast, Harlem was still buzzing like an electric wire about to snap. Videos from the night before had gone viral overnight, amassing millions of views, with each clip dissected frame by fans and industry insiders alike. Social media wasn't just reacting, it was detonating. Max B's mentions exploded, his DMs flooded, and every hip-hop forum was ablaze with debate. But the real shocker was just emerging. A leaked snippet from a private conversation between Max B and one of his closest collaborators suggested cracks that fans hadn't expected. The message implied frustration, panic, and a raw vulnerability that nobody had ever seen from the Harlem Kingpin. People began speculating, was Max B truly rattled? Could this be the beginning of the end? Charleston wasn't slowing down either. He posted a new clip online, smirking at the camera, and said, "Max B, you're a legend in your own mind. Outside New York, you're invisible." The comment alone sent the internet into a frenzy. Fans scrambled to share screenshots, create memes, and tag every rapper they could think of. Twitter trends were dominated by hashtag #MaxBXPOSED, hashtag Charleston White wins, and hashtag Harlem Beef. Analysts began breaking down every word, suggesting this could be a career-defining moment for Charleston, while Max B faced the harshest scrutiny of his life. Meanwhile, whispers started circulating about an explosive backstage encounter. Sources claimed that Max B confronted Charleston after the roast, and what began as a tense conversation quickly escalated. Eyewitnesses reported heated words, intense glares, and a near altercation that could have ended in chaos. Security reportedly had to intervene to separate the two, but the tension didn't dissipate. It only festered, sending shockwaves through Harlem and beyond. Industry insiders leaked that this altercation had been recorded secretly, fueling even more speculation and conspiracy theories. Then came a revelation that nobody saw coming. A trusted source claimed to have uncovered previously unreleased audio where Max B allegedly discussed disloyalty within his circle, hinting at betrayal that had been festering for years. Fans were stunned. If true, this wasn't just a diss. It was a potential unraveling of alliances, friendships, and trust that Max B had built over decades. Social media exploded with questions. Who had betrayed him? Was this the real reason Charleston's words hit so hard? Charleston seized the opportunity, sharing cryptic posts and snippets of interviews where he hinted at insider knowledge, claiming, "I don't even need to fight him. The truth is doing the damage." The internet went wild. Fans and celebrities alike began weighing in, some defending Max B, some praising Charleston for his audacity, and others speculating on the possible fallout. Every tweet, every video, every story added another layer of intensity. Like gasoline on an already raging fire, the drama escalated further when another leaked message surfaced. This time allegedly from Max B himself. The content suggested frustration, disbelief, and even anger towards certain industry figures, implying that he felt surrounded by snakes and unsure whom he could trust. The message ignited a new wave of viral clips, memes, and hot takes. Hip-hop podcasts exploded, breaking down the implications line by line. While fans speculated endlessly about what Max B's next move would be, would he retaliate? Would he attempt to rebuild his reputation? Or would this be the downfall he couldn't recover from? Adding to the chaos, a prominent Harlem influencer posted a video claiming to have inside knowledge of an upcoming diss track that Max B was allegedly preparing. The clip included hints at collaboration leaks, suggested lyrical shots aimed at Charleston, and even implied a secret recording session that nobody had been allowed to see. The anticipation grew to fever pitch, with fans counting down the days until the supposed release. Every rumor, real or fabricated, fueled the frenzy, amplifying the tension to unimaginable heights. The media wasn't helping either. Hip-hop news outlets, bloggers, and celebrity reporters began publishing every snippet, every whisper, every alleged insider tip they could find. Headlines screamed with urgency. Max B versus Charleston White, Harlem's biggest beef ever. And explosive secrets leaked. Will Max B survive the roast? The online community split into camps. Team Charleston, Team Max B, and the rest desperately trying to decipher what was fact and what was pure hype. Just when the world thought the storm had peaked, another bombshell dropped. A leaked video allegedly showed a private conversation between Max B and a major Harlem producer, where Max B expressed concern about his legacy and hinted at secrets from past projects that could implode if revealed. Fans speculated about hidden diss tracks, unreleased features, and confidential dealings that could ignite a full-scale public feud beyond anyone's imagination. The possibilities were endless, and the suspense was intoxicating. As social media continued to spiral, Charleston White remained relentless. Every post, every clip, and every interview he released only fanned the flames further. He teased more revelations, suggesting that the world hadn't seen the full story yet. Fans, influencers, and industry insiders were now on edge, waiting for what could become the ultimate Harlem showdown. Every comment, every meme, every viral video added fuel to the inferno. The battle lines were drawn, the stakes were higher than ever. And nobody could predict how or when this drama would finally climax by the end of the week. It became clear that this feud wasn't just about words on a stage, it was about legacy, loyalty, and survival in the unforgiving world of hip-hop. The next move could change everything, and everyone was holding their breath, just as the community braced for the next reveal. Hints of another shocking twist began, circulating a revelation that could turn the entire narrative upside down. The tension was unbearable, the suspense palpable, and the stage was set for an explosive finale that no one could afford to miss. The city of Harlem was practically vibrating with anticipation. As news spread that Max B was preparing his counterstrike, fans, bloggers, and celebrities alike were glued to their screens, dissecting every snippet, every clip, every leaked audio message. The tension wasn't just high, it was electric. Rumors circulated that Max B had called an emergency meeting with some of Harlem's most influential figures in the music scene. A gathering shrouded in secrecy that nobody outside the circle was allowed to attend. Social media was ablaze with speculation. Would he retaliate on stage? Would he drop a diss track that would shatter careers? Every theory seemed wilder than the last dot. Meanwhile, Charleston White wasn't backing down. He dropped a cryptic Instagram story with a blurred video of what appeared to be a studio session, teasing an explosive revelation that could change everything about Max B forever. Fans erupted. Comments poured in, theories exploded, and the hashtag Charleston exposes Max B began trending worldwide. Influencers and media outlets weighed in, trying desperately to get confirmations or denials. The suspense was unbearable, with every fan feeling like they were witnessing the next iconic chapter in Harlem hip-hop history. Then, the first bombshell hit. A leaked audio clip surfaced allegedly of Max B talking to a close confidant, revealing years of pent-up frustrations, secret dealings, and past betrayals. In the recording, Max B allegedly claimed, "They've been plotting behind my back for years. Charleston just lit the fuse." The leak sent shockwaves through the industry. Fans debated the authenticity, dissected every word, and shared screenshots across every platform imaginable. Podcasts exploded with commentary. Analysts weighed in with breakdowns. And the Harlem streets were buzzing as if a war was about to erupt, as if that weren't enough. Another unexpected twist emerged. A mystery insider claimed to have a video of a heated confrontation between Max B and a former collaborator, filmed weeks prior but never released. In the clip, emotions ran high. Accusations flew, tempers flared, and the tension was palpable. Industry insiders speculated that this could be the real reason Charleston's roast landed so hard it wasn't just words on a stage. It was exposing cracks in Max B's foundation that no one knew existed. The leak ignited an online frenzy, with fans demanding to see the full footage and speculating about what secrets were yet to surface. Charleston, ever the provocateur, capitalized on the chaos. He posted a new interview snippet where he subtly implied that Max B had allies in the shadows, plotting moves that could affect multiple careers. The hint was enough to send the streets into a frenzy. Every fan, every rapper, and every industry insider tried to piece together the puzzle, guessing who was loyal, who was betraying, and what the ultimate fallout would be. The tension was almost unbearable. Harlem had never witnessed anything like this. And the world outside was watching, captivated. The next wave of chaos came from an unexpected angle. Social media accounts linked to Max B started dropping cryptic messages suggesting a looming response. Fans speculated that a diss track was imminent. Collaborations were being pulled, and the fallout could extend beyond the music into business deals, endorsements, and personal relationships. The internet was a ticking time bomb ready to explode with every passing hour. Analysts warned that whoever misstepped could face career-ending consequences. The drama was no longer just entertainment, it was a full-blown cultural event. Then came the ultimate twist. Leaked MS, allegedly between Max B and one of Charleston's close associates, hinted at an upcoming public meeting. Words like face-to-face and settle this once and for all were dropped, igniting a storm of speculation. Would this be the showdown the streets had been waiting for? Would it end in reconciliation, or a public fallout so intense it would dominate headlines for months? The fan base split into factions, those rooting for Max B, those cheering Charleston on, and everyone else glued to the edge of their seats, hungry for the next move. As the day of the supposed confrontation approached, Harlem was electric. News crews, influencers, and fans gathered near the rumored location, cameras ready, phones poised. Rumors flew about secret diss tracks, backstage confrontations, and the possibility of explosive collaborations being canceled or leaked. The air was thick with tension, excitement, and fear any moment could erupt into chaos. And just when it seemed like the world couldn't handle any more surprises, Charleston dropped the final bomb, a social media post claiming, "Everything you thought you knew about Max B is about to change. Brace yourselves." The response was instantaneous. Viral clips, memes, and hot takes flooded the internet. Podcasts broke down every word, influencers speculated wildly, and the streets of Harlem buzzed like never before. People were desperate for clarity, for confirmation, for a glimpse into the chaos that had become the defining story of the year. It wasn't just a feud. It was a cultural phenomenon, a collision of personalities, power, and legacy. Finally, the climax approached. The supposed meeting between Max B and Charleston White was hinted at in multiple leaked audio clips, video snippets, and insider accounts, all pointing to an epic confrontation. Fans anticipated a night of revelations, public statements, and possibly career-defining decisions. Social media was ablaze. Trending hashtags reached new heights, and commentators speculated that whatever happened next could redefine Harlem hip-hop forever. In the final hours before the showdown, the tension reached a fever pitch. Every social media account related to the feud was monitored, every post analyzed, every rumor dissected. The world watched as two legends, Max B and Charleston White, stood on the edge of history, with the streets, the fans, and the internet holding their collective breath. Would this end in reconciliation, destruction, or a revelation so explosive it would shake the music industry to its core? Only one thing was certain. Nobody, anywhere, could look away. The saga of Max B versus Charleston White had reached its zenith, leaving fans desperate, emotional, and utterly addicted to every unfolding moment. The stage was set. The players were in position, and the world waited, captivated, for the final act in what would be remembered as Harlem's most explosive hip-hop drama of all time, y'all. If you think you've seen drama before, think again. Because what just unfolded between Charleston White and Max B isn't just a story. It's a cultural earthquake shaking Harlem and the entire hip-hop world. You've witnessed betrayals, leaked messages, secret confrontations, and social media chaos that could have ended careers. And guess what? This saga isn't over. Every clip, every post, every snippet is only the beginning. The streets are talking, the internet is on fire, and you don't want to be the one left behind? Scrolling through rumors instead of witnessing history unfold live? Hit that like button if you're ready to see the fallout. Smash subscribe so you don't miss a single shocking revelation. And comment below with your hot take: who really came out on top? Was it Charleston White with his savage truths? Or Max B holding his ground after years of whispers and leaks? Your opinion matters because the streets are listening. The fans are watching, and every interaction fuels the chaos even more. Trust me, you step away now, you'll miss the next explosive twist, the next leaked clip, the next viral post. The next meltdown could happen at any moment, and only here will you get the full breakdown. Don't be left out of the conversation that's shaking hip-hop to its core. Stay connected, stay alert, and stay ready for the ultimate showdown that will go down in Harlem history. This isn't just Rem, it's a legacy in motion. Subscribe, comment, and like now, because missing out isn't an option when history is being made right before your eyes.